I love watching animal cruelty. That might trip you out to hear. You probably think I'm joking or something. I'm not. I seriously love to watch animal cruelty. What? Yeah, man, because the feeling I get after, I never get more motivated to do something and to get active than after I've watched some brutal torture and mutilation and killing of animals, which is just routine practice for what we do to them before they become our food, before we put them in those packages and then we fry them up and eat them. When I see that stuff, man, it kills me. Like, it rattles me to the core at the time. I hate it, and it devastates me. But it is so worth it to see it and to remind yourself what they go through and to bear witness, because we forget, like when you're vegan, you just kind of feel, this is how I feel. When I go vegan, or I went vegan, and I was like, I don't really need to see that cruelty anymore, because I'm vegan now. I'm not contributing to it. I'm not going to put myself through that anymore. But when you do that, you forget, like, you know what you're vegan for. You're vegan for the animals, but you forget why it's so important that you're vegan. Like, on some level, but it's kind of like when women give birth and they go through all that pain, and then they forget like how bad it is, and then they give birth again and they remember. But it's a similar thing with watching animal cruelty, Your brain kind of just shuts it out. Like, you see it, you go vegan because you're just like, this is so wrong, that feeling of injustice and that feeling that, like, just you need to do something. So you go vegan and then you kind of just forget the cruelty. And it's so important to remind yourself regularly about what's happening to animals so that you feel that fire inside of you to keep going and to do more, like to get your voice out there for them and to do whatever you can to make yourself heard. It's the strongest way I know of to motivate you to do something, and that's why I love watching it, and that's why I recommend people watch it, because obviously at the time you're gonna hate it, it's gonna devastate you, it's gonna ruin your day and maybe your week, maybe longer. But what we feel when we see it is nothing, like nothing compared to what they actually go through when we put them through that, just so we can eat them or wear them or whatever. What they go through, they're living through that pain. They're suffering every single day, constantly, terrorized, literally. And if we see that, if we remind ourselves of that on the regular, then we can be more motivated and do more for them and feel less helpless because we're getting more active. And that's what they need. They need us to bear witness. Not just vegans, though. Obviously, the most motivating thing for someone who isn't vegan is to see it too, and I would so just recommend you to see it, because I hadn't watched it until just a few years ago, and when I saw it the first time I thought we needed to eat animals to be healthy, so I didn't feel that bad about it. When I learned that we can live and thrive without eating animals, I saw this animal cruelty, I was like, well, hold on, man, why am I contributing to that? That's not the kind of person I am. And I feel like so many people who haven't witnessed this stuff, or they see it like on Facebook or whatever, but they just scroll past. Man, like, you're missing out on doing something so right. And until you do, you're contributing to something so wrong. So if you're not a vegan yet, please put yourself through it. It's not going to be fun. You're not going to enjoy it, but watch it. Watch the animal cruelty videos. Watch the documentary Earthlings. Watch the documentary Lucent. Just Google factory farming cruelty. There is tons of it, because even the routine, standard practice, the legal stuff is so cruel. So check it out. And please bear witness to what they're going through. And if you are a vegan already, still please watch it. If you can, still please watch it. You're not going to enjoy it. It's not going to feel good. But it's going to help you be a better voice for animals. And that's what they need. They need us to do whatever we can to get them out of this mess. So please check it out and come from that place that watching animal cruelty is a good thing to do. You know, learn to love watching animal cruelty, not because you like what you're seeing, but because of the way it motivates you to do something about what you've seen.